snap this in. It took a while, but it's working. I think it's always gonna take a little bit of time to get used to these things. It was fighting me. It's fighting me. Let's go ahead and put the mic in. Live streaming, huh? Let's see. There we go. I'm gonna set you all down while I pack up here. If you're coming in at a later time, yeah, we're back. See, it kind of follows me. It's not perfect, but the fact that I can do it in the YouTube app, it's gonna be so awesome. See, I'm gonna go ahead and set you guys down so I can set this stuff out, or set this stuff in my backpack, and I'm just gonna see if it follows. See how it does. Let's see. Yeah, look at that, huh? So when I'm jumping rope, I can move now. You move during stream. A little bit of quality of life, help with the variety, right? So that'll be nice. It just took forever to set up. So what I had to do is actually restart my phone. Just do all the, all the techie stuff, all the wonderful things. So yeah, seems like it's working with tracking. Yeah, it's nice too because I don't have to like do anything like I do in the Osmo. But the sad thing is I don't know if it's sad. I know it can do dual tracking. I just wish I could do it with the Osmo. It's not super responsive. If you do it in, this is called the InstaFlow Pro 2 or InstaFlow 2 Pro, something like that. If you do it in the app, it's a lot more responsive. But then, I can't do it on YouTube Live. So, little quality of life things like this. Does it go any higher? It definitely does. I just have it on. Well, yeah, I think so. But it's like kind of flimsy, right? So this is like the thing, and I can actually screw it onto a tripod. It was actually on the tripod before, but I'm putting the tripod away. So, hey, how you doing? Give me just a moment here. Did you want a picture? Do you want me to take a picture for you?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Do, tu viens? Pardon. Viens maintenant, on va faire une photo avec le monsieur, il va nous prendre en photo.
Yeah, no problem. Oh, yeah. Yeah. No problem.
Monsieur va nous prendre en photo. C'est gentil.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh. Just a moment. Yeah. Okay, I'll take 5. So there's 3. Big one. 4. Okay. Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Have a good day.
You too. All right. Sorry, I can't help it. We need to take photos all the time. It does go higher, Sean. It was too close now. It goes further and higher. So sometimes, I can enable it and take it off. Because when I enable it, you see it kind of goes weird. Like if it's really close to my face. So I don't know how much I'm going to be using it during that time. But let's pull it out. Pull it out a little more and I can move it up. It works very similar to the old one. It's just kind of like, a reiteration. There we go. All right. Okay, you ready? Let's start walking and talking, huh? I need to find a garbage can. So we're gonna take a look. Ooh-wee. We're gonna take a walk around. Then I think I'll probably delete the stream, or I'll have to at least put up a new thumbnail, right? Because it's just like kind of out of nowhere. It looks like we got some new viewers in though, so welcome. We do walk-in and jump rope, and retro streams every day. So if you're new here, you can always take a look at the live tab, and typically I'll have something there like scheduled out, unless it's towards the end of the week. Getting better at it though. We're just trying. Sean says, I think it will be good, especially when you stop to get water and you won't be out of frame. Yes. Yeah, I think it was worth it. It was kind of a bummer because I didn't want to spend like the money on it, but I was looking for an excuse to replace that old gimbal. I'll tell you what, sir. Downtown. We can take a look downtown. In fact, why don't we go downtown actually? Because we've been here so many times at the Capitol. It's a beautiful building. There's a nice little park. I'll think about it. We'll keep on walking. Keep on walking. You know, good monuments and stuff. Keeping my eyes peeled for a garbage can though. Oh, I found one. I found one. Right. Sean says you got to invest money in your future, buddy. And I think you're right. That's what I was thinking too. Was like, oh, do I want this? But it's not exactly like a toy anymore, you know. So these things are cool, but sometimes it doesn't work. We'll try it out there. Hey y'all, thanks for coming to stream. We are here at Salt Lake City at the Capitol building. Taking a walk. Just getting our steps in. We just got done with the jump rope session, but I needed to test out these new features I got on the gimbal. So had to reboot the stream. Well, come on in. Here, we'll take a look. We got lots going on here. It's a huge area, and it's beautiful architecture. You get a lot of tourists here, so sometimes you'll see I might set you down, just because you know tourists come, they want to take pictures. I want to make sure that they get pictures to take when they're here. I mean, it's free. It doesn't take anything but like what, 30 seconds of my time, 2 minutes tops. So yes, Hepta 12 says Salt Lake City. Yes, sir, or ma'am, or whomever. Just don't cancel me, please. Please don't cancel me. Here, we'll take a look around. Yeah, this is at the top of Capitol Hill. It's just massive. We're gonna go down to a park, actually, and we're gonna chill for a bit. We're gonna chill. Maybe we'll do some jump rope. Maybe I'll bust out the jump rope again, Sean and company, just so we can try out the new features on the new gimbal that I have here. It has auto tracking, so you can follow me around. So I stay in frame. You know, one-man band. All right. How y'all doing today? Where are you coming in from? Where are you watching from? Always like to hear that from viewers. Of course, if you want to lurk, that's cool too. That's cool. No problems there. So there's a couple of parks actually down here that we'll go through. There's a little walking path that goes into a little valley. You'll see if I turn this around. We're going down here. The best burger place around me, Hepta. It's funny that you say that because on the other stream that we just ended, I told him, I even showed him. So the best burger place for me personally, both in price and taste, as well as serving size, is called California Deli. It's a local place. It's not open all the time, but holy moly, they have the best burgers. You get a California burger or a pastrami burger. So here in Lucky 13, I don't understand. Please inform me. Yo, Frazen, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Oh, I need to go Lucky. I have been to Lucky 13. Duh. Yes, downtown, right by the Bee Stadium or the old Bee Stadium. So what? Let's see here. Hepta is saying is Lucky 13 is a bar, and they have a lot of good burgers. I went there on a date one time. The date didn't work out, but that's my fault. I mean, it was a good date. I'm just giving up too much here, but the burgers were fantastic. They were great, and they had like fried pickles. Yes, that's a good place. But California Deli, you can take anyone there, your family. They have those thick cut fries that I really like. Portion sizes are huge. The prices are really good, and the burgers are like fantastic. Oh, so hungry. I'm still on this Slim Fast diet, so I'm. This sounds awful. So we do retro stuff, right? My next video that I'm putting together is a diet from the 80s. Now in the 80s, they had this diet like Slim Fast. Slim Fast was actually the #1 meal replacement diet on the market in the US. So we were gonna try it because we've been doing a lot of the retro health stuff, and it was kind of hard to find. It's not a really popular brand anymore. Point being is I have been eating that for breakfast and lunch with 3 100-calorie snacks. You know, I put them together or maybe eat a little bit more. What they call a mini meal, which is 200 calories, and then a normal meal. They recommend 600, 700 calories. I sometimes go up to 900 calories, but I'm always hungry. And so talking about these burgers, Lucky 13, California burgers, they've been getting me hungry because all I've had today is one of those shakes. They have 180 calories and 20 grams of protein, which is okay. They have a lot of fat in them, which is great, actually. You think that'd be bad? No. However, if you're thinking about doing something like this, I know, Sean, you were thinking about Slim Fast, do something else like Premier Protein or Muscle Milk, and then like add a multivitamin or something. If you have multivitamin, fine. And even if you don't, you should be okay. It's just that they have like more protein, same or less money, and they still have vitamins in them. So I highly recommend. Hepta says, I miss Salt Lake City. Haven't been since 2023. Used to go to Park City every year. Sweet. So for those of you who don't know, I should go to Park City. Why not? You know, why not? Get some work done and then do a walking stream over there. Maybe we'll do that. It's Saturday. It's Sunday. So the walking streams I put down for freaking the weekend, but I'm gonna do a jump rope stream in the middle of the week. So maybe I'll go over to Park City. It's not that far. It's less than like 45 minutes away from where I'm at. That's where they used to have Sundance, and Sundance was the the independent films. A lot of movie stars moved here. However, they moved Sundance over to, I think, Colorado Springs, and people are sad about it. Sad is an understatement. So it really hurt the economy, like millions of dollars gone. I do want to find a protein shake that I do want to find a protein shake that I have for breakfast, Sean says. All right, so the ones that I like are Muscle Milk because they're cheap at Costco. Sometimes they have like $5 off, or Premier Protein because it's like comprehensive. Those are the two that I go with. But I mean, whatever you find is fine. Really, if you get some of the newer stuff, they're either like trying to come in at a cheaper price to compete, or they just have a better formula because it's a newer formula versus the Slim Fast stuff. And even just whey protein if you really want. I just use the pre-made shakes a lot because of time convenience. I do love the powders. It just they take a little bit more time sometimes, and it doesn't even take that much longer. But I gotta be home, mix it, blah blah blah. However, one time I brought it to a coffee shop, and the coffee shop mixed it for me, which was awesome, and it tastes so good in the coffee. Oh, I'm so hungry, guys. It's weird because I don't have to be on the diet anymore, right? But I'm gonna follow it through because the results have been good. I lost 4.6 pounds in a week. Gonna lose some muscle there, which kind of sucks. Some water weight too, because I took a week and a half off, came back and exercised. We were exercising hard. Slim Fast says that you should only exercise like light exercise, and now I know why, because I'm hungry. Hepta says, are you planning on streaming for lunch? You need some SLC food. I'm not streaming for lunch today. I got to work on the video, the long form video. If you look there, I just put out a jump rope one, but if I'm not careful, the live streams will take up all my time, and live streams and shorts. So I got to get out the shorts. I usually we'll cut up sections of the live streams that we've been doing, and then post them there. It's kind of, I'll do a short a day. So I'm just trying to get into that rhythm, right? And then we do every morning a retro workout. You are right about the food. I was doing cooking streams for a while, but it's like it kind of confuses YouTube, like what the channel is about, and that's okay because I'm still a little bit confused. But the cooking is like adjacent, but it was a little bit too far. You got to think it out before I do it, which is sad because that was my favorite setup for stream. It just got too unwieldy. When I do the retro workouts that we do every morning, the thing is set, right? I set up the scenes, the lights, and all that, and it doesn't take very long to do. If I set up the what am I trying to say here? The cooking stream, then I have to tear it down, put it all up. It just takes it takes a while. And then these walking streams are awesome. They're not too hard at all. However, it's not as simple as people say. Like, yes, it's easy, but I have to set up the mic. I get the new gimbal out, think about where we're going. But I like these. Hepta says, Costco for life. Costco for life, brother. Costco for life. I'll check out the Muscle Milk or whatever else they have at Costco. Yeah, I mean, just check out what they have on sale. And usually it's Muscle Milk. Usually Muscle Milk is a little bit cheaper. By the way, oh, this is cool. I've never seen this before. This is where the City Creek comes from. We went to the City Creek Mall. We saw like the actual creek go through there. And we're gonna follow this all the way through down to the City Creek Park. It's a little park in the city. Where are we walking, Scooch? We're walking downtown City Creek. We just came up from the Capitol, and we're going to go down to a park. I think I am going to do a little bit more jump rope. We already did some jump rope, but I need to test out the camera. So we did a live stream just earlier, and I couldn't get it to connect. Technical difficulties, but I wanted to see if I could do it. So if you see, it doesn't follow me. If you see, it will follow me. See that? If I needed to. So when I'm jump roping and I can't be like right on screen, it's a huge help. And I can switch the camera around and not have to worry about falling out of frame. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And I can disable it. It's I mean, technology, man. It's cool how it just links up with the iPhone. So it's been really nice. Shorts are great to gain, Sean, gain traction. Yes. I mean, the streams, I just kind of clip them, so they're not as like effective as when I was doing the the intentional shorts, but they could take like 4 hours to put together sometimes even longer. Did I get a lot of traction? Yes. But I'm going to try some long form first, just to see, because I got to put those reps in, right? Oh, that sounds like the Catholic churches. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but the bells are ringing. Catholic church is going on. I might be able to take you over by the temple and stuff, the LDS Mormon temple, if there's some interest in that. We sometimes go there, but it's very narrow, so I have no problem going there. We're just coming down, making our way to City Creek Park. It's a skinny little park. It's pretty cool. Let's see what Hepta says. Hepta says, random question, is it worth it to leave a job you like working at? I got an offer from Meta that pays double, but I've heard it's a tough to work at. I would also have to uproot my life to Seattle. Okay, so good question. Good question. It's not directly related to what the channel is now, but it does relate to my old channel because I used to be a software engineer. So we'll take the question. So the thing is there's a few things. What's going on in your life right now? Do you have kids? Do you have a wife? That's a big one. The other thing is like, how far are you in your career? Are you like a senior person? And what's more important, right? If at this moment you're like brand new in your career and there's little tied down and you don't have young kids or you don't plan on having young kids, I say go for it. I would have gone for it. However, at this point in my life, I'm old, brother. I'm 37, which is basically dead, basically dead in tech. I'm not a fellow engineer. I didn't make it to principal. I say that every stream. I'm afraid I'm going to sound like Pirate Software, talking about how he was a second generation employee. Anyway, that's a side tangent. What I'm trying to say here is, depending on how much family and stuff you got and how important that is to you and how important your time is. I'm older now where the time's like, where's the time going? I know that like, I'm like halfway through life and I don't want to spend it working my butt off because I already did that. And my kid is like grown and I need to spend more time on me and relationships because they're not, they don't build themselves. But if I was like 10 years, 20 years younger, also single, I would go for it. It's the time to do it. You can make great connections, you can make great money and go to a fantastic city. I mean, it depends. I mean, they're both great, right? If you go to New York, I think you can go to Austin or Menlo Park, whatever you get there. So I hope that answers your question. Sean says, one thing you can do during your live streams is say that your live stream schedule and kind of what you do and then snip that. I kind of do that, but you're right. I should do like a whole one as a short and like put all the different things that we do and just make that a short. That's good. I'm going to do that actually and put that out later. See how it does. I've been trying to keep them short, like under 15 seconds just because, they're clips. So Scooch says, nice sunny day over there. At my place, we have a typhoon. Dang! Where are you? Where are you at the typhoon? Where's that happening? I hope you stay safe. Stay safe. Of course, not hope. Stay safe. Hepta says, I'm worried software development engineers' roles will get offshored, so thought process to grind until I can't anymore to build a nest egg. I mean, you're not wrong, right? It's funny, we were just talking about this. My company said, hey, I had employees at my company say, we want you back. And I'm like, bruh, I don't even know. Just because like I've been out of it for a year. The way that these CEOs talk about software engineers makes you not feel valued or that you should be going into it because they're like, we're going to replace you. And that's coming from the top, from Zuckerberg, from whoever's over at Salesforce. So, you know, something to think about. I think you're ahead of the game. All right. Yeah, also ageism, big tech, no one is above 40. Yeah, like I said, I'm 37. Look at this. I can't hide this very well. I have to diet all the time. No, sir. For those of you who aren't in tech, you know, thanks for taking our side tangent. All these things are if you're wondering, like, is that a real thing? Yeah, man. So if you're not up there, like, they're like, what are you doing? Now, granted, I think the age has moved up, but in big tech, it's very real, that feeling. So, right. Sean says, what's scary with big tech is everything's going AI. I mean, with everything, it's going that way, but specifically, like, you have CEOs at big tech companies saying, we want to replace our software engineers with AI. And they're saying that, you know, publicly on TV. And so it's like, oh, okay, thanks, Zuck. You know, thanks. Who's the guy over at Amazon? Not Bezos, but the other guy. You know, it's like, oh, okay, cool. Let me see here. I got a message about my data use. Oh man, we're almost at 50 gigs of data. If I exceed that, then they say that I can't use it anymore. Curse you, streams. I'll have to be more thoughtful with my live streams. Oh well, we're doing it. We're doing it until those, Jassy, right. Jassy's there. So I've been doing these live streams, but as soon as I go past 50 gigs of data, then the data slows down. Hopefully it doesn't affect the stream. I'm gonna call about it, but just FYI, if we start to hit 50 gigs and it goes slow, I always gotta learn something. That's the way I've been looking at it. It's like, oh, we're learning something new, you know. So here is the City Creek Mall, right here. And it's just a little mall, just a little baby mall. Not a mall, little baby park. So, and it's downtown, it's pretty cool. I do have unlimited data, Sean, but the thing is like the speed at which you go, like if you go for like a very long time like me, and like do like 50 gigs of data, then they'll be like, oh, we got to cap like the rate, like the transfer rate. I don't know why. I mean, I do money, but I don't know like the exact, you know, reasons behind it, or like how it costs them more money, but it does. So they're like, let's cap them. Let's cap them at 50, and we're gonna slow down the transfer rate for data. So Sean says, my brother-in-law is caught up with tech, and a lot of companies are going to use AI to cut down on labor costs. I mean, yes, and they absolutely can. And at the same time, they're also moving so fast that like it's totally short-sighted. It's like terrible. You know what I mean? So because they haven't thought it through. So it's not like they're doing a great job. So okay. Oh, it looks like we have some Mormons here, LDS people. So if you want to see what proper LDS attire is, I'm not going to zoom in on them on purpose, but you know, this is a public place. You can take a look and kind of get the you know, LDS attire going on. Oh, we need to cross the street here. So we'll go here. Then we'll go in the park over here and see how this does, you know, with the tracking. And then I guess I'll call it there because my data is about to be capped. It will still stream, but it's just not going to stream at the same, you know, high speed. And I'll just call them and see what they have to say about it. So we've been at this park before. All right, so what I'm going to do actually is I'm not going to jump rope, but I will show you the park. And I'll set up this just so we can see how it does and test out the AI, speaking of AI, the AI face tracking, right? And see how it does from a far distance. Let's see. Oh no, we're good, we're good. So I'm gonna set you guys down. Hepta says, Salt Lake City is the prettiest city you've ever been to. Brother, go see some more cities. But you're right, it's a very pretty city. However, I prefer Providence, Rhode Island, and maybe it's because it's gritty. But I've been to Rhode Island, and Providence is my favorite city. People are nice, you know, there's a lot of old, like, history down there too. I'm just gonna set you guys down, but this thing should still track my face. And then we're gonna set it up on a tripod just to see how it looks. Okay. Are we there? You tracking? Yes. Cool. So far, so good. I'm gonna set up the tripod, take a look, and give me just a moment. So I have you guys on screen. You know, we're really gonna simulate it here. I'm gonna pull you guys up. So if you have a question, I still have all that. So no problems there. I can see you right here. Anyway, let's see how well it does. I'm gonna set this up. Sean says I have used 125 gigs of data this month. Yeah, it says 50 gigs. 50 gigs. So I'm on like a shared plan, like through a startup. So maybe that's it. But my data rate is heck, dude. Like, I don't know. I think I share it with my son too. So maybe that's the reason why. I don't know what he's streaming. Nah, it's me. It's definitely me. It cost me $25 for my line, and it cost my son $30 for his line. It's not expensive at all. So yeah, it's not too bad. Okay, we're setting it up. Screwing this thing on. I think. Yes, yes, brother. All right. So if I had this on, just imagine. Let's see. We got it? Yeah, yeah. Just imagine that we get the old jump rope out. Excuse me, sir. Yes. Maybe I will actually get it out for a minute. And we'll try jump roping just for a minute. You pay $200 for, yeah, yours, your wife, home internet, and landline. Yeah, that's not too bad actually. So I pay $70 for internet from to get like a really high-speed connection. Then $50. Well, I make my son pay for his phone. He's nearly grown. He has a job, so he can pay $30. And then I pay for mine. So it looks like it's doing a good job. It looks like it's doing a good job. I'm just gonna try this out. Let's see if it can go all the way around. Yeah, yeah. Not too bad. Not too bad. Look at that. It's going all the way around. It's working. How's that for stream interactivity? I think it's looking good. I'm gonna switch you guys around and see if it still works. So if I switch you guys around on the other camera, oh, if I switch you guys around, it switches around. Let's see, can you see me? You got me? Look at that, dude. Sean says, I have Verizon for everything. Verizon for everything? So I have Google. We have Google here, and then Prizzy or whatever it is, and that's T-Mobile. And that's pretty much it. That's all I pay for. And so it cost me like $100. $100. Not too bad. Yeah, I think it's gonna work. I think it was well spent. Money well spent. So now that when we have these streams, we got this thing which will follow, so I can do cool moves. A move I wanted to show you guys on stream, for those of you who were here before, is the side step that Mayweather uses that I never see people do. So when you're doing jump rope, you don't get a lot of lateral movement. What do I mean by that? Like side to side, right? So if you jump like this, you can move side to side, and now the camera's gonna track me. So you skip side to, excuse me, you skip side to side like this. Let me get this back on. You skip side to side, doing this live, like this. See that? See that, how we're going back and forth? And it's following, beautiful, coming back. So you don't get to do a lot of this. So pay attention. It's a 1, 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. So if we go like this, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. See that shuffle? We go back the other way. I say, there's a wasp who's gonna get me. I smacked it. 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. And this thing's a weapon. Man, I feel powerful. Poor bee. It works. I think that's gonna be great for stream. Now, we already did the jump rope workout, but we wanted to see if this thing was gonna work. So that's what that's about. Next time, Let me go ahead and check chat real quick. Maybe. Where did I put the screen? Where did I put the heckin' screen, guys? Huh. Oh, there it is. There it is. It's in here. Okay. Looks like it's working great. Yes, sir. All right. Well, with that said, there's a little bonus stream. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. Tomorrow, back to the retro workouts. And I'll catch you in the next one, huh? Catch you in the next one. Later.